Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. I am Gillian Berry, and today's video is going to be a good one because I have been raw vegan for over 5 years now, and I'm going to tell you exactly what's happened. Have I deteriorated? Have I improved? What has happened with regards to my health, my energy, everything? What exactly has taken place as a result of this massive diet change? I am 100% raw vegan. It has changed my life more than anything on this planet. Definitely stick around to the end. I'm going to tell you what's happened. It's going to be super interesting. To start out, I want to let you guys know a couple of comments that were a little bit negative actually inspired me to do this video. So I'm going to read those comments to you to start off, and make sure you give this video a big thumbs up and hit subscribe if you don't already subscribe. I create a great variety of content around health, wellness, and spirituality, and I post multiple times every single week. I did a video with a couple raw vegan fellow friends, and it was posted, somebody posted it on another channel as well, and I happened to see these couple of comments. This one commenter said about us in the video and about me that people lie. Don't feel bad about people saying they feel amazing when most of them are being dishonest with their audience. So I really have to talk to you guys about this. And then this other person who commented, the curator, they said these healthy raw vegans are liars. They eat animal products when no one is looking, or they started a month ago. Long-term veganism is sick. And then they named the name of somebody who is a long-term vegan who they say looks sick, but I'm not going to mention the person's name because I think that's rude and that's not my style. These comments just totally inspired me to do this video because I've been doing this diet for 5 years now and I am absolutely thriving. So I don't eat animal products behind the scenes. I am 100% raw vegan. I do not cook my food. I'm not out here like lying. I have no reason to do that. My channel actually costs me money to make, so I have no motive and I'm not a liar anyway. So I just want to say those comments are completely false. So in my opinion, 5 years is sort of getting to like a longer term point. Obviously there's people who did it for like 20, 25, 30 years. Those are like much more long term. Even at 5 years, I've experienced absolutely no deterioration at all. My health, if you guys watch my videos, you know it has improved. It has done a 180 and I am a completely different person. So I did a coaching call yesterday with one of my subscribers and she was like, your energy is just magnetic. And I loved hearing that because if you met me before I was raw, my energy was not magnetic at all. So when I used to eat the standard American diet, even if I was eating like cooked healthy food, my energy was so much duller. And I'm not like looking to offend anybody who eats cooked food. I'm not saying your energy is dull. So many people are like the best entertainers in the world and like do these amazing things and they eat cooked food. So I used to eat cooked food too. I'm just saying for me personally, my energy has changed and I feel like this diet, doing this over the last 5 years, has totally put me in connection with who I truly am. And I never felt this way before eating these living foods. And there have been a couple times over the last 5 years, not like over the last 5 years, that I have tried to eat a couple of cooked things to like test it and be like, let me see how I feel if I eat like a vegan soup or a sweet potato or some quinoa. And there were a couple times early on, raw as well, a few years ago, that I did have salmon or a couple things. I did not feel nearly as amazing as I feel. I instantly felt like more tired. My digestion got thrown off. I felt like mucus in me. And I lost like the person that I am on these living foods. So I am definitely not eating animal products behind the scenes. I am 100% raw vegan. If there was ever anybody that saw me like at a grocery store who's a subscriber or something and saw me buying anything that wasn't vegan, then that would definitely be for my family because they're not vegan. But I never eat animal products. And if I were to, I would be honest with you guys. But to be honest, I do not see myself ever in the rest of my life going back to those foods and the way I used to feel on those foods. I now see myself being 100% raw vegan for the rest of my life. And the reason why I think it works for me is because I eat a wide variety. I talk about that in a lot of my videos. It's so important to eat like a wide variety of plant foods, in my opinion, of fruits, vegetables, nuts, and seeds. There are so many different herbs, spices, plants on this planet, and they feed different gut microbiomes in your body. If you watch my channel, I talk about the gut microbiome so much, and nurturing and feeding my gut microbiome properly with the raw living foods is what completely reversed my extreme gluten allergy that I had prior to going raw. So I think the gut microbiome is so important and eating a variety. And in my opinion, that's why I absolutely thrive and the diet works for me. I'm not just eating like one thing all the time. I do mono cleanses where I do just eat one fruit for like spiritual reasons, for cleansing and just feeling amazing. So sometimes I do that, but most of the time I'm eating a wide variety. And I also eat a lot of food. So that's really important as well, which I think maybe in some cases when it doesn't work for people, they're not eating enough calories. Like I am eating a lot of food and I'm not afraid to eat a lot of food. I think a lot of people get afraid and they think, oh, you're raw, like you need to eat so much more food on the raw vegan diet, but I don't mind eating. I love eating. So I do definitely make sure I eat enough calories and I always have so much energy, you guys. Over the last 5 years, guys, my health has improved in every way imaginable. I had so many health problems before. I would even be tired when I walked up the stairs. I saw like 18 doctors and they were like, well, you're a new mom, it's normal. But I knew it wasn't normal to be that way. And even having my second baby, now I know I have 2 kids and I am up most nights through the night and I still have so much energy. So it healed my skin. I used to have major skin problems. My back would break out so bad. My chest would break out. My upper thighs would break out. And removing gluten, dairy, and cleaning up my diet and becoming raw healed it all perfectly. It's also been a super anti-aging diet. I'm turning 40 this year. And if I can try find some pictures to put up on the screen right now. If I can't find any, then they're not there. But when I was 30, I looked way older than I look at this age. And people constantly are like, when they see me in person, they're like, I literally thought you were 25. And over the top periods of time, over the last 5 years, if I have experimented and had a little bit of cooked food, which I never do now, but when I did, literally, you guys, I would notice like a change within my face. I swear to you, like almost instantly within like a couple days, you can see a difference. So if you're looking to feel amazing and do this diet, in most cases, 9 times out of 10, as long as you're doing it properly, then it will be like a reverse aging thing. So I think sometimes when people look older, like there's some vegans or raw vegans that people are like, oh, it's an aging diet, they look so much older. I think in some cases they're eating a lot of cacao. In my opinion, I don't eat cacao anymore. It's a heavy stimulant. It messes with my sleep. It messes with my stress. It messes with so many things. And in my opinion, I notice people that eat a lot of cacao, it seems to age them. So that's one thing that's not really talked about, but that's in my opinion. And then I think in other cases, maybe they're missing nutrients. There's things like iodine for your hair that is so important. And people neglect iodine. So many vegans, you ask them, do you take iodine? They're like, what's that? It sounds like something really weird. So you can get that in food too, in kelp noodles, which I have, but it's important to get all these nutrients, which is what I do, which is why I think I'm absolutely thriving going into my 6th year now as a raw vegan. So I also think checking your blood work is very important. Early on, a couple years in, I was deficient in a couple things. And now I know, I check my blood work. My blood work is perfect now. And it's important to get that variety of nutrients. And that's why I think I'm like absolutely thriving 5 years in. I feel better than ever. You guys, when I first transitioned, I went cold turkey and literally the first day in, I just ate whole foods. Like I didn't even blend up dressings or ice creams or like anything like that. The first day, I think I ate like cantaloupe for breakfast and fruits and vegetables, a salad for lunch, which was like kale, hemp seeds, avocado, bell peppers, tomatoes, super simple. And I ate super simple. I think I had some goji berries, some walnuts in the day, some blueberries, things, just real foods. By the end of the day, I was like laughing way more than usual. That was the first day of my life I'd ever eaten only living foods, because think about it. Sometimes I will ask like my friends or something like, have you ever had one day where you've only eaten living foods? And most people haven't, because we're just so used to cooked food, right? So to think, it was like, I forget how old I was, but I guess 34, I think 34 I was then. So that day I just felt like, wow, this is the best I've ever felt in my entire life. Literally, I felt like I wish everyone could know how good this feels. I've never felt that good. I felt like my true self. And I felt like it was like the way people are looking to feel when they like turn to drugs or alcohol or something like that. I used to drink a lot and I think I was just always looking for like this good feeling. And then I got it when I ate that way and I was like, this is crazy. I wish the whole world could know. And then right away, I became raw. All kinds of things were like, my life just became so good. It was like I was on the right path. It was my vibe had lifted and then just all these amazing things started happening. And this is why I created this channel. It is the best thing that's ever happened to me. So I know if it's done that to me, it can do that to other people as well. So I'm here to share my journey and I'm here to share things like how it's important to check your blood work, supplements, and it's important to do it properly. I feel like I do it properly. And at the same time, I'm not saying I know everything. Like there could be things I don't know as well. And I think it's important to do your own research, not just listen to one person like me, follow your own path. Because I think too, everybody's body is different. Like I think I didn't, for your gut microbiome, it's ideal if you're breastfed as a baby and if you don't take antibiotics in your life and all these things. And I didn't have those things. I wasn't breastfed. I had antibiotics. I had all these things that lead to a poor gut microbiome, a lot of heavily processed foods and a lot of like sprayed foods that weren't organic, a lot of things that weakened my gut microbiome. And that's why I think I developed that celiac gluten allergy, which was fixed with the living foods. But what I'm trying to say here is everybody's gut is different. Some people are breastfed, didn't have the antibiotics, have a different gut. So everybody's body is different. So I'm not on here saying like, I know everything, do it my way or the highway, but I feel like I know a lot. And that's why I created this channel. I would not create a channel around something I felt like I just knew a little bit about. And I'm just here to help people, inspire people, let you know, like going into my 6th year, I feel absolutely incredible. And I just want to say a couple more things. Also, what's changed from me being raw vegan 5 years is definitely the relationships around me have changed. So I feel like as I've taken care of myself with this living foods diet, it's led to a lot more self-care and self-love in a lot of other ways. When you're feeding yourself that way, you just become more loving. And I've therefore attracted more deeper, spiritual, like healthy, loving, supportive relationships. And the relationships, even some of them that were family members or that were friends, like I've realized some of them had nothing in common but like alcohol or toxicity or gossip or things like that. And those relationships have just naturally faded away. Some of them, mind you, I have tried to like grasp onto because I'm just the type of person that can maybe, I've realized, had like attachment issues, maybe from some things in childhood, I don't know. But I'm at the point where I've really been good at like letting them go and letting the new relationships come in. And it's been such a beautiful transformation. Honestly, guys, changing my diet and how I feed myself has changed my life in every single way imaginable. I just want to say as a 5-year raw vegan now, I also feel like a much more compassionate person. So when I used to eat animal products, it was just like, it's a proven fact when they kill the animals, they release all kinds of stress hormones. And then I've seen things that say like when you consume that animal, you take on that energy. And like I said earlier, there had been times like a couple years ago or years ago that I did have animal products, like some salmon, some chicken while it was raw, and I tried it out. And I literally felt like that I didn't feel that same connection. And like, I love that connection, just feeling like my true self, feeling amazing. I felt just that energy in me, that heavy energy, and I don't like it. And I feel like when I used to eat that way, I used to have more like road rage and just like go off the handle way more quickly. I'm kind of a defensive person as it is. So I'm not saying like the diet has made me completely like zen. Like I still do get angry. I still do have emotions. And I think sometimes if you see some raw vegans or some people say they don't, sometimes I'm like, wow, I wish I was like that. But I feel like you only don't have like those emotions if you're just maybe at the deepest level of enlightenment. But I think that's part of the human experience in most cases, having like sadness, anger. I think all of that's normal. But I'm just saying like being raw, the way I handle it is so much better and I just experience it so much less. And my happiness level has gone up so much. And that is why I do it, because my happiness level is so high. I feel amazing. I have so much energy. And just my energy and my aura is like amazing. I attract amazing people and it's literally just the best thing ever. And another thing I want to say too, which is so great about this diet, which I love, is that I'm not dependent on anything anymore to make me feel good, like any drug or anything. I used to drink alcohol every day. I used to drink coffee every day. And I used to have stimulants and things that just sort of like I was dependent on them to feel good. If I didn't feel good with them, I'd be moody. But those things, like they give you an artificial high. It's not the real you. It's like an artificial thing, and they give you high and then they give you a low. So I do not want to feel that low. Right now, I feel like steadily amazing and I'm well equipped to handle life's challenges and things thrown at me. And when I used to drink coffee, I would have so much anxiety. I would sweat so much. I would just feel like so much more stressed if a difficult situation was thrown at me. So that's one thing I love about this diet too. I just feel so much more calm and more clear-headed and able to handle the difficult things that come my way. I'm not saying I've always handled everything perfectly over the last 5 years that has come my way. I haven't, but I've improved, and this diet makes you grow and feel absolutely amazing. So back to the comments that I started this video out with. I'm absolutely not misleading anybody. Maybe there are some people that do that, and I do understand some people have been vegan, created channels, like spread the message, and then ended up eating animal products behind the scenes and then admitted they were doing it. And I think people need to have more compassion for people like that too, rather than just like going after them like vultures. How dare you? Maybe have some understanding that maybe it was hard for them to admit to their audience that they decided to go back the other way. And I support and respect what anybody does. I know some people don't like that. They say, you're not vegan then. How dare you support non-vegans? But a lot of my friends aren't vegan, and I just think we need to be more loving. And that's what this diet has made me become the last 5 years. I do hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you subscribe because I absolutely love creating these videos for you guys. If you have any video ideas for topics or things you'd love to see, comment them down below. I'm gonna just be hustling and posting so much content this year. I love you guys. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.